Okay, I think we're in business. I told myself I would just do like a really quick little stream today because I'm trying to just like do more content, even if it's not like big and crazy. And then I ended up spending like an hour just setting up this stream because I wanted to try to get it on Instagram Live as well. So I've got like my tablet's camera going and all of that. But if you are watching this on Instagram and it cuts out, then the full video will be on YouTube. But other than that, we're going to start by refilling some paint pans. I got this new set of paint, quite a few in the summer actually, but I only have a couple extra paint. I was kind of waiting to get new pans to do a full set of pans for it, but I have 5 extra pans and I haven't bought any new ones yet because I haven't been to an art store, and it's not something I think about when I'm just like doing an online art shop, which I've done quite a bit of lately because I had to, because I had commissions. But I didn't think about grabbing these things because they're not expensive, but I need quite a few more of them to finish this set off. Plus I need some new paint, like I need like a new lemon yellow and stuff. But for today we'll go through, fill up. I picked 5 of the colors that I don't really have in this set yet, so we'll fill them in with kind of some more bright greens, kind of light pinks, that kind of stuff, and match them in. And then we're going to do a little fashion illustration as well because I have one that I got inspired by this morning, so I wanted to make sure that got done today. So now I've got everything set up so that it's hopefully I'm able to keep everything in frame for Instagram, which is like a much smaller frame. It's only like this big. And then of course the YouTube frame is bigger with an extra camera. So, and the Twitch camera of course is the same as the YouTube. So, but let's get these set up. I did mark out like mentally like where I've got to keep things in between to keep it on Instagram. So, because I wanted to do a vertical video, of course, for Instagram. You can't have some sort of horizontal video on Instagram. My goodness. Oh, and then I also am wanting to like do a reel or 2. I don't know. Yeah, probably at least 1 reel of this. So, yeah, I'm just trying to do it all, I guess. But I mean, what else is new? So we marked that out. I also got this delicious drink. It's basically just like flower liqueur and raspberries. Oh, it's so good. Plus a bit of vodka, of course. Now these, I wanted to say, I'm so pleased with these paints. I had to order them from like a was it Indonesian, Malaysian? I can't remember. Anyways, I will post a link to it when I tag them because I love these colors. It's just such a beautiful set of colors. And when I saw them on Instagram in other people's thing, I knew I had to find them. And then, yeah, the only place I could get them was this, like a stationery store that thankfully did shipping. So they shipped them out, and I'm super excited because I've used them a bunch in the summer, and I love them so much. In fact, it was really funny because I think I mentioned this on another video, but I don't know where, was that I ordered it in like April, and it said shipped, and it just never arrived. And then it was literally August, and I had already contacted the company twice asking for a refund, being like, it's not here, can you please reship it? And then like, it's still not here, can you just give me a refund? And then it finally arrived in August. So I was pleased that it finally got here because I would much rather have the paints than a refund because they're beautiful. So I do recommend them. They weren't like expensive or anything, just normal, nice watercolor prices. And they've been so gorgeous. So anyways, I picked these 5 to add to my palette because I only had 5 empty pans left. So I'm gonna do that. I was gonna fill up these guys a little bit more because they're looking a little empty there. So we'll do that too. And just kind of top up all these little watercolor pans, and then we will use them to do a illustration. Oh, come on, open. Try not to just squirt paint all over myself. Come on, use a watercolor. You shouldn't get too tight there. Oh, I'm gonna have to go grab some pliers. Hey, Evil Deeds, what up? How's it going? There we go, I got it. Okay. No, I don't know. Does anyone know if you're filming to Instagram Live, can you like save that video and then like cut it for TikTok or Reels? Is that like a thing you can do? Or do I have to like also film with my camera again to get like Reels footage? Ugh, why is all this so difficult? I just need this business to already be making money so I can just hire a social media manager. Oh, in fact, I'll probably end up doing that pretty quickly here regardless because I'm just getting fed up with trying to keep track of everything. Okay, well, let's try to make some videos just in case I can't do anything with the live footage. There we go. Nice thing about watercolors is they last so long. Like you get like these tiny little tubes and then it's like, no, they last forever. It's great. This color is one of my favorite ones out of the thing because it's such an interesting color. It's like this really strong but pastel kind of yellow orangey color. It's just gorgeous. It's very useful. So I was quite pleased with this one. It's funny because this set didn't really have a real yellow or a real orange, but it has this really interesting kind of middle ground color. So it works. It also came with like a whole bunch of these beautiful turquoise colors, but that is one of the colors I already have a really strong contender for. So I didn't worry too much about adding that one to my limited paint pans here. Watercolor, so I can just pop that in there and it will still be useful. I don't know where that went actually. I tried to put it in there. We don't use these ones already, so I'll put them away. Celadon is next. Do I like 90s songs or 80s songs? I love 90s and 80s music. Well, yeah, I like anything that's kind of like pop or rock or anything like that, so. Oh yeah, that one's a lot thicker than the previous one. Yeah, the playlist I'm on right now is kind of like, I don't know, it said like classical or piano or something. I was really in a classical mood earlier today. I was listening to like Swan Lake and Tchaikovsky and stuff like that, but I don't know about this. Okay, and the last one is opera, which is interesting because this looks purple, but opera is traditionally a pink color, opera pink. And I think this one actually, from what I remember when I used it, this is quite a pink color. But it's funny that it has such a purple color on its label. Oh, that was a nice thick one too. God, these videos are gonna be terrible. My camera's just like all over the place. How old am I? Old enough to like music from the 80s and the 90s. Okay, so those ones are done. Let's refill these guys too. Oh, I'm so excited. These look so pretty in their little set. When they're all dry, I'll rearrange them in more of a rainbow order because I like rainbow. But for right now, I'll just let them be where they be. Oh my god, I can't get this open. Yeah, I might have to go actually grab my pliers because I can't get this. And it makes me want to use my teeth, and I'm not going to use my teeth because my grandmother drilled that into me. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some pliers. I'll be right back. Won't be long. Oh my god. Ugh, that was so dumb. I actually have a toolbox that I keep pretty well stocked, and I knew I owned pliers, and they weren't in there. So it was really frustrating because I had to think, okay, where are they, and look everywhere. And of course, we've been having troubles with the internet, so I'd had to take out the, untwist the cable from the connector to the wall, and I had to use the pliers for that. And for some reason I didn't put them away after that, even though I'm terrible about putting everything away, but tools I put away because they're so big and clunky and heavy. But apparently I didn't put these ones away. Anyway, I found them eventually. There we go, that's so much easier. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so mad today though. Some of the, like I said, I just ordered new art stuff, and some of the stuff I ordered has black paper in it and high quality watercolor paper in it. I've never tried Fabriano paper before, but I know it's a couple of my favorite artists. That's what they use. So I ordered some, and it was supposed to be here today. It was supposed to be here, like it arrived yesterday, and I didn't bother to go down and pick it up from concierge because I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, well, it's already downstairs. I'll just go get it tomorrow, i.e. today. For once, like I always pick up my packages within like a couple hours of me getting the notification usually because I'm always at home and it's not, it's not difficult. But this one I left. I'm like, no worries, I'll get it tomorrow and then I can use the paper for my stream. that day, I go down, and things like UPS, if they have a duty on them, Canada, they will email you or like text message you and tell you to pay it before it even arrives. But apparently, FedEx doesn't do that, because instead I got a packing slip from concierge being like, yeah, you have to call them and pay the duty before they can drop it off again. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was at home the whole time. Why didn't they just call me, like, first of all? And second of all, like, shouldn't concierge have called me? Like, I don't understand how this happened. And B, of course it happens the one time I don't go get it immediately. So I was expecting to actually have my new stuff today. And instead, I had to pay a duty and wait, I don't know, another day or two, depending on when they start to bring it, like, deliver it again. So hopefully they'll be quick about that. Maybe I'll get it tomorrow. Would be nice. But it was really frustrating because I'd like literally, like, you know, when you delay something because you're like, oh, it'll be so exciting to get it and open it and use it right away, and I won't pick it up now because then I'll really want to use it and it'll suck because I can't because I've got to work. And then when I'm ready to use it, at the end of tomorrow afternoon, today, you know, it'll be fine because I'll be free and I'll be able to use it and it'll be really great. And then I try to pick it up and it's not there. So that was dumb and frustrating, but it didn't get sent back to sender, thank God. So, because what it said on the slip was final delivery. And of course I'm thinking like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Because I didn't pick it up immediately after one day, they've like sent it away. I was getting kind of preemptively frustrated, but I called them and they're like, yeah, no, it's fine. You just need to pay the duty and we'll redeliver. I'm like, okay, thank God. I'm just gonna get really pissed off. No, I'm just clearing away some of the extra paint from the top of these so that they don't get so jammed shut. But anyways, yeah, I'll be using my little book again because apparently none of my paper came. But once the black paper comes, where did my new watercolors go? I don't think I've shown these on anywhere really yet, but I'm super excited about these. ADD, let me show you my new stuff. More new stuff. I keep buying new art stuff and then never ever having time to do art stuff. Hey Amy, how you doing? What emoji is that? I can't even read it. Is it like a happy ghost? Is it like a love happy ghost? I like it. I like it a lot. I see the heart. I'm excited about it. Yes, the little ghost of the heart. Okay, that's what I see. Excellent. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get the dog from the bedroom. She's barking. She has woken up. Okay, I'll be right back. I better go get her before she causes trouble in the middle of the night. Oh no, she's still sleeping, so we'll leave her in there for a little bit. If she barks again, I'll come get her. You needed to spam Ghost. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I'm so glad I grabbed these pliers. They're worth their weight in gold. Oh, chicken, soaky. Now, I know if you're really doing these, you're supposed to do them in layers so that they don't dry all weird like mine did, like where they kind of lift from the edges of the thing. I think that's when I watch professional paint makers on Instagram, that's what they do. But I don't know, I just kind of fill them up. And I'll fill them up some more. It's watercolor, you can't screw it up. Just add more water. this is like the most amazing blue color paint I've ever seen, because it's a watercolor, but it's super opaque. I mean, I guess it's a gouache then, but oh, it's gorgeous. It's just lovely. Such a beautiful, strong turquoise color. I'm very, very into it. Oh, great, that video kept recording. Oh, joy, I've got, 40 seconds of my tabletop. But yeah, it's nice when you get these like little packages, because then you can kind of try new colors and you're not sure if you're gonna like them or not. And then you're all good. Now I've got to remember to change my live stream, my Instagram live when I'm finished with the paint here, because I want to switch it to I want to switch it to my fashion design account when I start doing the fashion sketch rather than the paint stuff. No, that doesn't want to fold one more time. Okay, last one to fill, and then I will talk about these pretty things I just got in the mail. I don't know about that. He's just stopped recording that time. Okay. I don't know why this one looks so full still. I feel like I've used them all equally, but some of them look. But these are so great. They're just like such the cutest tiny little tubes. But like still, like I've used this twice now, like filled the pan, and like I still have half a tube left and so much paint. So the other thing that I got were these great paints from a maker on Etsy, and they're super color changing. These are just little sampley ones. They're cute too, but I got this set because it's rainbow, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it color shifts, and especially when it's on paper, you can see this one shifts from like red all the way through orange to yellow, and then this one goes orange, yellow, green, and then yellow, green, blue, green, blue, purple, purple, blue, pink, pink, purple, orange, I don't know. Anyways, they shift through all the rainbow, and each one of them has like 3 or 4 different colors in them, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And when my black paper finally arrives, I will show them to you. I'll show them on black and white, because these ones specifically are really good on both, which is rare because a lot of the kind of duochrome or holographic kind of shimmery paints actually only work well on black, and they don't really show up on white paper, but these ones show up on white paper too. These ones are fine, and then this one is okay on white. It just kind of comes like a nice shimmery fairy pink kind of thing, but this one's better on black, and this one's absolutely my favorite. It has like a full range of like green to blue to pink to purple, which are all my favorite colors, so I'm absolutely dying to use this paint. So try to show it a bit closer. It won't catch the light properly under this ring light. It's too simple, but it's gorgeous. So hopefully that was on camera at least a little bit. And it was one of these ones, which is a little sample, which covers 6 of her different ones. Oh, so this is the name of the artist who makes these paints. And I think they're just lovely, and they're really nice too. These ones are all very fine and pigmented. It was actually funny, the 2 sample ones that I got, I think these 2 sample ones I got were very not fine. Oh, the blue one too. Yeah, all 3 of those were not as fine. But all the ones I picked manually from the samples I liked were exactly what I wanted. Super fine, very dense pigments that aren't gritty or anything. they come off very smooth. So I was very pleased with that. So make sure you do check what you're buying, like check all the pictures. But yeah, definitely good quality. I love them. I'm excited to use them eventually. I have all this stuff I need to do more things. And it will all be very exciting. And these are cute because again, like it's just a little sample cart, but you can get quite a bit of paint out of this much paint. Like I said, I've used these guys for ages before I have to refill them. Okay, so that's all done. Get rid of my pliers. Actually, I can put this whole paint kit away. Okay, I need to remember not to move any of the stuff that's blocking out my area here. Alright, let's move you to the side. We'll put the book back in. Okay, and I think at that point I'm going to switch over my Instagram to a different account. I will just do that. Okay, alright, so thanks for tuning in on Praline Creative Instagram. And I will be jumping over to Natasha Tuskovich Designs Instagram live. So if you'd like to keep hanging out, you can. See, this is where I need a raid. I need to raid my own Instagrams. Okay, and now will you save? Download video, thank you, and share to IGTV, why not? Cool. Yeah, go. Wait, no, can I choose a different cover? Yeah, that cover. Sure. Next. Oh god, now I've got to do all the title and stuff. Alright, hold up, TwitchTube, I'll be back. I'll be back. Oh, let's call this New Watercolors. I assume I can change the title and stuff later. We'll assume I can. If not, New Watercolors is fine. I'll survive. Okay, let's switch accounts. How many accounts does she have? It's a lot. Okay, this is a fashion design, but it's not a particular fashion collection, so we'll do it on Natasha Tuskovich Designs. And how do I do this? Oh yeah, go to stories. Oh my god, I freaked out because I couldn't, why is this not centered anymore? Jesus. I couldn't figure out how to do a stupid live video because you have to do it through the stories part of Instagram, and I'm like, did they like take away lives? Like, does my account not allowed to do lives anymore? I couldn't figure it out. It was really dumb, but eventually I got it. Okay, that's all in frame. It's still in frame on the main camera, and okay, off we go. Let's paint some. Let's paint some fashion. Okay. Now. What are you doing, shirt? Okay. Now I was feeling really good about just the quick 4 images I did last time, which I'll show briefly. So I kind of was going for a cape theme for this collection. So I had this one, this one, this one, and this one, which is my favorite. I'm actually super pleased with this one. I think I might transfer this to one of my big watercolor sheets that are coming in the mail. Because I just really like the way she turned out. And then next up, this morning saw this beautiful image. Show you. I don't know if I can make it very clear on camera, but it has this beautiful kind of like swoopy thing down the sides of the arms and then going out around the edge. And I want to do it 2 different ways. One where this connects in the back as like a full overskirt, and one where it just hangs off the sides as kind of a floofy thing. So I'll do both, and that'll be 2 sketches. And I don't want them to be very time consuming or crazy or anything, because I do not have time for that. So, do any of my micron pens still work, or are they all dead? Let's find out. Oh, that one works. Okay, wow. They all work. I had a feeling some of these were dead. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they all work. That'd be even better. I'll just use those. Duplicate sketch. Okay, this one doesn't work. Was this the 0.7? That one's dead. Okay, the other ones seem to be fine, so. What have I got? 0.3, 0.5, and 1. Oh, the 1 was very thick, though. Oh, it's a 0.1, not a 1. Okay, that makes a big difference. Okay, so I've got 0.1, 0.3, and 0.5, and they seem to be working. So let's start with the 0.3, I think, and just see what we can sketch out here. I don't usually sketch with these, so I might screw this up and have to switch to like pencil or paint or something, because this is a little not as flowy as I usually work with, so let's, no, this is a little bit awkward because like the camera for my face is over here, but the camera for my hands is over here, so I'm like just all over the place. Okay, so the idea here is that I wanted to get I just have to match the same pose as her, but we'll do something like that just because she has this great kind of shoulder effect going. Okay, I don't want to show that part of the arm because that's where it's covered by this beautiful cape thing. And then her other hand, that elbow comes over. It's actually a cute pose. I like it. The other hand goes over here. Kind of disappears. And then comes up. Oh wait, that's the arm there. Haha, I see what's going on. And then she has a very sharp little collarbone area here. And then you can see this drift over. And where's her elbow? There's her elbow. Ugh, yeah, I don't like drawing with these pens. I don't even know why I decided to do it like this today, but I guess I'll never get better at it if I don't practice with them. I am a big fan of the way this kind of neck has like a little bit of a ropey detail, and then it goes under and over. And then you can just kind of see the underlayer of the dress, and then I kind of like this idea with kind of a V at the top of the center of the bodice. That just kind of sticks there, and then here's her hip, actually not touching her hand, which is interesting. Glad I'm using a reference. I would have gotten a bunch of these details wrong. That does stick over the leg there, good, and then straight down. And this part I'm going to extend, give her an extra long leg. The other foot is down here. And the first foot, oh, I should have made that one a little bit shorter, but here we go. First foot's up there. Okay, that's not too bad. She's on a different angle than the picture I'm working from, but I think we can deal with it. Where does this end? It should be by her foot down here. There should be a... Now this one I'm going to make it clear it's just two side pieces coming off, because in the picture it looks like it goes all the way behind, but I'm going to do a different sketch to do one that goes all the way behind, just to kind of show the difference. Put on some beautiful swoopy kind of watery like folds going on here. Okay, yeah. Don't love it, but I think it's getting the idea across. A couple little stretch lines. I think I might extend this a bit. I feel like that's not quite where her leg would be. Yeah, she's definitely kind of on more of an angle than the original I'm working from. This lighting's not great. Can I switch the lighting at all? Is it better or worse to see? I think that's worse, actually. A little bit of light. I don't know, that maybe made it worse. Oh well. It'll be more visible when I add paint. Okay, and then in the image, she's just got... lovely jawline. Chin. Oh, I actually like those lips. What kind of hair should she have, though? Kind of a chignon, kind of. What should I do with their bangs, though? I think they're just gonna be a little bit. Oops. Ugh, yeah. Again, I don't know why I'm even working with this pen. Oh well. I'll survive. I do like her arms. Okay, I can work with that. Yeah, I don't want to add any more details to her face, that's for sure. What was this? This was the 0.3? Okay, let's use the 0.5 and do... Oh god, I just checked. I'm like, are these even waterproof before I add watercolor paint on top of them? But yes, they are waterproof on paper. So So that's good. Okay, let's have 0.5, and I'm gonna do more of like a actual garment sketch for the next one, just like with the details of what it's looking like rather than kind of a glamour illustration. So going around to the back, so front-wise. Bodice here, which is really irrelevant. It can be anything. The point of this, though, is that it loops under here. Beautiful big overskirt. I love a good overskirt. Oh, and then her arms are in here somewhere too. For her arms. That's okay, we'll just leave them up. Now, because then you can't tell what's going on, and look at her arms are in there. It's kind of, it's a terrible shoulder. Wow, what? Oh, that was not a good shoulder. That was not a good place to put a shoulder. Maybe I can change the, I feel like this is not visible at all. Maybe I can, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a way to filter it or something. Maybe I'll look into that next time, try to make it darker when I'm drawing. Okay, well, that shoulder was a disaster. Let's just, like, literally ignore that line and draw another one. Okay. Problem is I did her neck quite high, and then I did her, her bust a little too low. Okay. Skirt, that was looking good. This one, the whole point is that it comes in to here and then just becomes. So it goes around behind her, and then I'll show the back. So the back of this, what happens is that, oh yeah, because that's what I had in my brain. I had a really good idea for the back of this, which is, because there's no thing here, you can actually have a completely open back, pretty much. Why am I even using this pen? Oh my god, I don't like it. Don't like it. Okay, so on the back it comes down longer before this loops around, and then of course it's going to dip like that. And then become the overskirt. I was actually intending this to be a little bit more risque, a little bit more of a dip there. And then this goes around the back of the neck as the kind of ropey collar bit. So from the back, it looks more like a full ball gown with a really interesting kind of back thing going on. And these are all just kind of like tucked and pleated in. Yeah, I wanted this to be more open. I should have done this in pencil first, but you know, I didn't want to spend that long on it. But yeah, just kind of some little pleat deals into there. And then yeah, just a full kind of skirty thing from the back. Whereas from the front, you get this beautiful kind of more pencil evening skirt. Oh, that should have been longer. Whatever. I don't know, hopefully the gist is apparent. And then yeah, for this one, because it doesn't connect in the back, I suppose I should do a back on that one. You could just have a normal dress back, honestly, but I will sketch it out. Now we'll just add a little bit of color to all of them to make this an interesting stream. Okay, so now they're split up, but that's okay. So for the first one, the back is going to be so it's similar from the get-go. You have those wonderful loopy deals that just kind of come in to the back, but then get deliberately kind of pushed out toward the front again before they get to hang down and be a little bit more of a kind of loose, flowy fabric on those. Kind of, again, tucked in there. Kind of thing. And then what kind of, she did have a, let's see what the girl in the reference photo has. No idea how her dress is held on. We'll just assume it kind of we'll assume it has some sort of secret connection through the front up here to that thing, which is hidden by these flowy bits, but there's actually a strap there. Which means the back doesn't really need one, which means the back can do something interesting as well. Like this, just an interesting kind of dip one. Oh, where are your hips? What am I even doing? And then you could even, of course, do this with a shorter skirt. Rather than. So I mean, the nice thing about this is it kind of works like a little shrug, like a little stole, but that you don't need to constantly be worrying about because it's attached at all points. It's just going to do its own thing. Okay, let's add some color to these. What color should I make them? Where's my water? There it is. Okay, well the one in the reference photo is blue, so I won't go the blue. Let's mix it up. Let's do maybe, actually I want to use this beautiful cerulean I just poured into my paint tray here because it's such a gorgeous color, and that lovely pastel will look really nice with this too. So now, because I just poured this, it's still very like squishy. You can see it move. In fact, it's actually drier than I thought it would be, which is interesting. I didn't set out a palette because that's the kind of person I am. Okay, do I know how many scraps of paper I can use? My palette, I can see my palette, but it's hidden underneath a bunch of stuff. Because again, that's the kind of person. There we go, scrap of paper. Okay, yes. Oh my god, that's perfect. God, this is like straight. I didn't mix this with anything. It's just straight from that paint set I got. And it's so beautiful. So let's use that. Okay. A bit of a lace feel here, honestly. I don't necessarily want it to be fully. Just gonna do a little bit of a loose kind of work. Yeah, I think that's giving me quite a nice little lace effect. Okay, I'm pretty pleased with that. Nice thing about watercolors is that if you don't like where the color is, you can just move it around. Unlike with the inks I was doing yesterday, where you have to be a little more careful what you put down. The watercolor is a little bit more forgiving. But this is good too when it's colored, because you can see clearly that this part is separate from this part. Unlike these ones where it's definitely part of the same outfit. I like this one actually. This one's pretty cute. Shoes, I'm thinking kind of a nude color. Yeah, I think nude go well. What does that actually mean? My new yellow? Yeah, that'll probably work. Yeah, kind of a goldy nude thing going on there. And then I think I'll give her some pink lipstick, and then I think she might actually just be done. Doom. Hello, Diana Krause. How's it going? Oh, now what pink to use though? Just added so many pinks. I think this very light one would go with nicely with the pastel-y green. Yeah. Just very carefully blot that in there. I think that's good. Yeah, no, actually, I don't really want to touch that anymore. I'm actually quite pleased with that, despite me not liking working with that pen. Okay, we'll give that a second, and then we'll flip it over. Actually, let's sign the thing, because I don't mind this one. Yeah, green. Where, though? Down here, I guess. Dripping pen. Ah, there's too much water in this pen. Quit it. More pigment, less water. Oh wow, it's like a terrible signature. It's just all over the place. Let's try to extend some of these letters to make them a little more legible. Not that it really matters. Legible signatures are overrated. Okay, well that's about as good as it's getting, so good thing I think that, I guess. Huh. My grandfather was Russian, but I don't speak Russian, unfortunately. I do have a good Russian friend who speaks Russian, but I don't, unfortunately. But I've always wanted to. This is a nice language. Oh wait, I can see a part I just missed up here. I just add a little bit of color there. Maybe too much. Not that much. Yeah, with watercolor, you can just blot away stuff you don't like. So that's a little bit distracting now. Let's get rid of it. There we go. That's fine. Now it's just kind of a... wash in there. That's better. That's more of what I wanted. Adding some color to some of these shadows. I don't know why I keep messing with it because I quite like it, and the more I mess with it, the more likely I am to ruin it. But you know. We're alright so far. Okay, I'm gonna stop touching it now. You like the sketch? Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this one turned out because I didn't like it as I was drawing it, but no, I quite like it. I really like the very gentle pastel colors on it too. So, feeling good about it. I think we're just waiting on some of these little greeny bits to dry, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. I'm just going to flip them over. And then for this one, we can do some different colors. Let's do... I've got this beautiful shimmer on this page here from previous. But actually, yeah, let's use some of my new shimmer paint. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, what a great idea. Okay, what color though? Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3 sketches to draw from, to color. Although I suppose I should really add a front one on this just to balance it out, so let's do that real quick. 0.3, 0.5, 0.1. I think I was using the 0.5 for that, so let's just do 0.5 again and do a really quick front sketch on this guy. Okay, so I'm trying to keep everything in frame for everything. So many things. Oh no, I didn't want to touch that down because there's still wet paint on the other side. Ah, go somewhere. Okay. We'll give her a different length skirt again. She can have kind of more of a kind of mid-range one just to mix it up. We'll do kind of a slit up the side there. Ooh, kind of screwed up the feet there. Okay, we'll work with it. Alright, let's color these on. Oh, I like that one so much. These ones I don't know, but I'll live. Hey, Lucky is OG. How's it going today? Yoda's excellent, excellent. Always good. Okay, well, let's start with this stunning kind of reddy orange color, just because it is so beautiful. Get going. Maybe some of this little sample guide too. Yeah, all of these I might need to put over color just to make them really pop. Like I said, these are really, they work. These ones actually work pretty well on white, but they work best over over blacks. Yeah, let's add a little bit of just red. Where are my paint? There. Just red regular paint, or I guess kind of a pink because I'm not breaking up my other palette. Oh, and now I just got a bunch of glitter in my red. Of course it did. That's alright. extra glitter in anything I do. No, this isn't necessarily great. I mean, it's mixed media paper, so it is okay for watercolor, but it's not necessarily great for some of the nice, really beautiful effects you can get otherwise. Actually try to touch these two just so that the water leaks a little bit between them. There's too much there. Oops. I do want to add some of this lovely shimmer to it. Point. Gosh, I love just running the brush over the palette of the shimmer paint. It just looks so good. You just see the little glitters move. It's really neat. Under your brush. And again, with watercolor, it's nice because you don't have to worry if you let it dry, you can just keep working with it. Whereas the inks I usually work with, you have to make sure you get it right before it dries, or you're screwed. That's it. It's like that forever. Okay, I think that's kind of fun. Get the idea there. Big long strokes, not little futile strokes there. So getting a little I don't know this one, but I think it's okay. Not as good as the last one for sure, but I gotta live. Oops, I don't like what I just did there. Okay. For the next one, okay, how many of these do I have now? It's just a chunk of paint, just chilling there. Like a villain. Alright, next up, I've got, okay, I have 3 left. I definitely want to use this beautiful emerald green for one of them. Probably the purple and the blue, those are the prettiest ones. Okay, let's do green next, and then we'll do purple and blue. Now again, I'm probably going to have to add some green to the actual background here, so let's... And of course my brush is still sparkly, why wouldn't it be? Try not to touch the red because it will leak in and ruin the whole effect of both paintings, so yeah, be careful with that. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if this is glittered itself up. Oh, it very, very much has. Yeah, see, this is nice and dark. It's dark enough to actually overpower that light green, but the light green underneath is going to give it a bit of a background kick for where the shimmer is not quite as dark as a pigment would be. Oh, this is so nice. I haven't really used these paints yet, so this is really fun and exciting for me. To think I was gonna go to bed or just do more work when glitter paints awaited. What silliness. Only one right answer when the question involves glitter paints. Now I do want to make sure this is quite heavily pigmented on here, because as you can see, like when it's not thick, the glitter gets very spread out because it's not full of pigment, it's just glitter. So you want to make sure it really gets good coverage so that it captures the beautiful color shifting effects instead of just looking dirty, right? And then be careful not to let all the glitter fucking condense in one section of the picture where gravity pulls it. Adding extra glitter dots in, and they'll spread themselves out, and if they don't, I can help them. For the most part, we're getting this lovely emerald green effect. If I'd had an emerald green pigment paint, normal watercolor to use as an under, I would have, but I didn't want to. Kind of avoiding grabbing out my other watercolor set right now. Just working with what's in front of me, which is always a good skill to be able to do. Really touching this up now, just adding more and more pigment, more and more glitter wherever I feel necessary. Especially because some of these places it really tries to run away and you have to kind of drag it back up to the rest of the painting. So I'm trying to add more pigment without adding more water, because the more water I add, the more it's just going to continue running everywhere. And what I really want is for it to spread out nicely. Oh wow, I see we didn't mean to do that. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. Yay, watercolor, it just disappears. Look at that. Gone like it never even happened. No, this brush is all very wet again, which is not what I want. No, I'm just gonna keep moving this around while it dries. Not like I can flip the page yet anyway, it's way too wet. Really fun actually watching it move. If someone had something harder than alcohol, this might be a very, very fun paint to work with. Hey Anime Steel, how's it going? Having a good day? Try to use gravity to spread this out a bit more. But I think I've definitely got enough glitter on here that it's just needs to dry and it'll be okay. And then I might have to add some to certain areas if it's uneven, but overall we should be okay. Oh yeah, we're starting to get the orange shift in this one as it dries. Just dragging the color around so that it can dry a bit faster. I don't fancy being here all night. Again, because this isn't true watercolor paper, it only wants to handle so much water. Definitely overloaded it for sure. But it's nice thick paper, so it can handle it. Just gets a little wavy. And I'm just adding more glitter now, because why not? Dry glitter, so. And oh, I just killed my one highlight over there. Oh, wow. Okay, too late. It's gone now. Should probably stop touching it and just let it sit. Have a drink or something, right? Ugh, I don't like the highlights on either one of these, but the colors are fun, so. That's okay. This one turned out really good, so these two can be just. That's how you get good shit. You do a lot of bad stuff. Bloop. Is this? Why is there a piece of orange in my purple? Get out. Get out. See, this one looks so weird in here because it's technically a pink, but it looks like a purple in the package labeling. So I put it near the end as a purple. Yeah, but it's definitely. Oh, they're so soft and smooth. That was just dry enough to touch. Okay, are you dry enough to turn over? Like, absolutely not, you say? Like, not even close, not even a little bit? Okay, well, it's nice for you. Yeah, this one has this beautiful, like, really pastel-y pink, kind of purple, then it goes to a nice red, and then it goes straight into an orange. Gosh, these are so pretty. If you've never invested in shimmer paints before, I highly recommend you do so, because it's so much fun. I'm going to turn you over anyways, because I'm getting bored. Next. Ooh, and I get to eat these raspberries when I'm done my drink. I'm excited for that. I'll eat one now. Nice build drink all over myself. Of course. Oh, I was so impressed. The little grocery store in my building never has anything fresh or quality. Like, I swear to God, I do not know where they get their stock. But anyways, the raspberries they had today were perfect. Like, they were fresh, ripe, beautiful. All of them were big and round and just the right consistency and not too squishy. And I was very impressed, so that was good. Okay, what are we doing here? We're doing one of these in blue and one of these in purple. So let's add a little bit of purple. Oh, I'm going to touch these one more time before I make it all wet and ruin it. A little bit of purple to this one. What color is that? Yeah. Okay, let's try to be a little more mindful with where my strokes are going. They've kind of been. Not paying too much attention, and I could be. Because sometimes on these kind of things that you do actually see a little more color at the edge, because that's where the edge of the fabric kind of bunches up. Okay, I don't mind that. Oh, I'm forgetting the actual dress part. like the shaping of the highlights, but I want it to be a little bit darker. And I'm going to try very carefully to just go over this with the glitter paint and try not to ruin it. I'm already ruining it. Cool. Okay, alright, purple glitter paint. Do your thing. I should have put water in that before I started, but here we are. Oh wait, these should all have a what did I do this in? 0.3 probably? Should all have a band at the back of their neck because that's how the front of the thing is held on. That was the only one, okay. Except I didn't really color in the one on this. It's too late now, I'll have to come back to it later. Okay, just careful, Natasha, just take it easy. Like that, actually, just kind of swooping it up at the end. Ooh, okay, I'm doing a much better job on this one. I guess I'm getting the hang of what I want to happen here. Love this brush, it's such a beautiful fine tip. It is so nice to work with. Shout out to Carrie Hess and her wonderful brush. Also, it's pretty and pink. Okay, yeah, I did a much better job on this one than I did on the last one. I think that might be too much butt highlight. It's like, let's kind of cut that down a little bit. Yeah, didn't need to be quite so crazy balls. That's fine. That's an appropriate level. Yeah, the glitter on the edges. Oh, and now I will, because I'm remembering to actually add in the neck. Wonderful. Okay, next up is blue, and that's going to be pretty too. And then we're done, which is good, because it's been like an hour and a half since I started with the paints. And also it's like 4 a.m., so it's time to go to bed, because I was up at like 6 a.m. today. Need another raspberry. Alright, blue. I'll show you how goddamn amazing this blue is, because it is just stunning. It's like so powerful, you just really don't need a lot of it. Oh, but be careful, Natasha. I really liked what you did in the last one, where you kind of were paying attention to where you put your lines. And then immediately go right in and actually, I don't mind that. It's kind of nice. try to hope that it dries itself while we move on to the next bit, so that we don't drag this beautiful dark color I've got going on these background bits into the foreground. Okay, so now we're going to be really careful to not touch it. I don't need very much paint here. Kind of shading touches in here with some of the coloring. I don't think that's so bad, actually. That's not too bad. Blend that in a little bit. I'm going to be adding glitter all over all of this, so it's probably going to ruin all my nice little lines anyway. Oops, I wasn't ready for that yet. Still waiting on this. So I'm just being really careful to leave lots of white space, because it's something I struggle with, and it makes everything look so much better if you can get it right. kind of don't want to add the glitter on top of this. It's just kind of turned out really nice on its own. But I think, yeah, we'll just add a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Does need to be a lot, and we'll be careful with it. That was probably too much already. Okay. Alright, well. Turning it this beautiful kind of periwinkle type of dress though, which is nice. So it is very pretty effect. I'll use quite a bit of it on the back sections here that you can just have. And the nice thing is I didn't mix any of the two different shifting ones in these works, but if you start using two of them, you can get really interesting patterns as well, because you'll have multiple different color shifts in the light. So lots of different options with these things. Very fun to play with and experiment around. Now I do want to drag that. I want to dip right in the corner there. I want to add more water, but I think I need to. A little bit more organic effects around this whole thing. I'm just not feeling some of the I think I held it together on this top bit here. Okay, like that. Let's spread this up a little bit, this down a little bit. See, better watercolor paper stays flatter. So you don't have to worry about gravity pushing stuff where you don't want it. What I want, yeah. A little bit more water right here. pigment in this area because that's where color would be darker. But it kind of made it look weird. There you go, I think that's a bit better. And then I like that I've got some darkness at her knees. And she's got some shoes of some sort. Okay, smooth out, guys. And if I just go straight in with this dark purple, it's pretty blue. Not really trying to catch that purpley tone. But there you can see kind of, this is pretty much all of the glitter pigment right here, just solid, kind of no paint pigment, and you can see how strong this color in particular is. Okay, quite like that one actually in the end. Some of these little sketches are just kind of, you know, they're throwaway anyway, so. But I like those. Okay, I don't want to mess with this too much while it's drying because I will ruin it, but I do like that. These ones are fun. I like these little drawings because, again, I was in the cape mood for this collection, so now there's some new capes in it. And, yeah, just some different ideas, which I thought were kind of cool. Okay, it's definitely time for me to go to bed now. Let me make sure... Oh, good. Oh, low battery. Okay, but it still worked. Oh, and it's kind of tilted. Oh, that's right. I'm kind of shifted off camera there. There we go. Okay, low battery. Did you... Oh, did it not even stream? Oh, I'm so mad. I don't know if it fucking streamed at all. Oh, I don't know if that worked or not. Maybe it killed itself when it hit low battery, but... I don't know. Maybe I just didn't even start it the first time. Oh dear. Oh well, technology hurdles. And they'll be on YouTube at least, the full video. And on Twitch. Although Twitch doesn't keep my videos for very long, and I don't know. I've seen other people where it keeps their videos for longer, so I don't know what you have to do in order to get it to keep your videos longer. So if anyone knows, let me know. Because obviously, that'd be better. Probably just need to be affiliate or have more followers or whatever, but... You know, oh my gosh, these paints are so much fun. Trying to break your paper while it's still wet. Oh, and I'm super pleased with these colors too. These are really nice. So yeah, hopefully my new art paper will come in the mail tomorrow, by which I mean new high quality, large size watercolor paper, so I can do some big kind of fashion watercolor sketches and post them for sale. I'm excited to do that. And then I'm also, gosh, this blue is actually nicer than I thought it was. Oh, it's so pretty. I have to stop touching this though. I'm going to actually wear a hole in that part of the paper. I don't know if that's just because I was mixing it with the blue, or if it just naturally wants to go that beautiful kind of cyan color when it dries, because it's very purple. Very periwinkle when it's wet, but it looks gorgeous in cyan here. Just like turquoise with that beautiful purple shift, which I love. And then this one gets kind of that orangey red pink shift. Oh, they're so gorgeous. Oh, these are so much prettier than like I even thought they were. And then when they dry, they look better because they look smoother, whereas when they're still wet, they kind of look kind of gritty, but they dry a bit nicer. Same with like this green one. This green one I was having trouble with. I couldn't get it to smooth out, but the red one did fine. I might have to go over this green one again with a bit more and yeah, just kind of touch it up. But that's the one from yesterday, which is my favorite, which I'm going to transfer to one of the big watercolor papers when they arrive. And then this is my new favorite from today because she actually turned out really cute. Quite like her. their little pink lipstick. So, pleased with that one too. And I like the little lace effect that she got. And she actually had some pretty decent kind of color work in her shading. Whereas these ones were a little more freeform. I wasn't paying so much attention. Although this one, I think, turned out really cute. And this one I did a decent job on. But yeah. Okay, so I think we're done for today. I hope if you tuned in, that was neat to watch and you had a good time. And I hope you will like, subscribe, follow, check back later, and yeah, I'm trying to do a live stream or a video or a TikTok or a reel or a post or a something every day on at least one of my channels, which doesn't say much because that means any one channel could not get anything for a while, but trying to keep things active. So I will be around a little bit more often in the next coming 30 days, hopefully. And especially when my new art stuff gets here, I'm going to be doing some more art videos. I have to do a mood board video maybe tomorrow for the new collection. And then I'm going to be doing more pattern making and sewing. I say more sewing as if I've ever sewn on camera before. No, of course I haven't. That would have required being functional. But there will be sewing and actual clothing being made in real time instead of me just showing you the thing that I've previously done when you weren't looking. All that's gonna happen. So make sure you do stay tuned. And thanks everyone for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.